Right, we are here at the ARG Easter States, hosted at Xanadu Games with
Peter Lauziere.
And what did you do today?
I went undefeated in Swiss and just won the event.
With?
Sky Striker.
All right, let's get into the deck.
All right. Just go through the easy stuff and I'll explain some of the weird stuff. 3 Ray, hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 2 Ogre, 2 Valor, and 3 Impermanence.
So why 2/2 on Ogre and Valor?
This was an idea that my friend Matt over here had for ARG Atlanta. I'm generally opposed.
YCS Atlanta?
YCS Atlanta. I'm generally opposed to 2-ofs. I don't think that makes sense, but he told me that we just want to have the variety, this being awful against Salamangreat being so prevalent, this being good enough generally against everything. So against what I thought was my better judgment, I did it, and it's been working since Atlanta. It's been working excellently, and yeah, I saw these when I wanted them, and they just work.
How is Impermanence? I know that some Striker players are starting to not play it in favor of more Valors.
Yeah, like Paulo and everybody. So Impermanence was great today. I treated this event like basically a glorified regional. I wasn't expecting tons of just pure meta, just Salamangreat and Striker. I knew there was going to be some Rogue, which turned out to be true. In which case, I like having the 10 pieces of interaction on my opponent's first turn, because sometimes there's just some zany combo stuff they're going to do and you can't play. So in that sense, these were all great. I do side to a lower hand trap count against Salamangreat and Striker, because you want to see the spells and free spells, you got to get going. But yeah, the main deck was excellent. I have no qualms with it.
All right.
There's those. Spell cards, 3 Engage, 3 Widow, 3 multi-roll cards, just way too good to not play 3, and 3 Twin Twister in the main. In the same logic that this was going to be sort of like a big regional with the Rogue presence, I wanted to play the Twins. Twins are also excellent, obviously, in the mirror. And then Salamangreat, they're actually pretty much good enough in game 1. And now that all the Salamangreat side decks are full of Shared Rides, Anti-Spell Fragrance, and Imperial Order, this has to stay in, because Pankratops alone isn't enough to solve all those problems. So I wanted this in. This was good all day long. I only played against 1 Thunder Dragon combo, and every other matchup I played, this card put in work. So I was happy I played it.
All right.
That's it for the 3 ofs. 2 ofs were Eagle, Field Spell, and the Terraformings, and 2 Burial Goods. 2 Eagle Booster, again, expecting mirror match at top tables, which did happen. And then card just obviously being good, blank Salamangreat's hand traps if you don't want to play around Effect Valor in battle phase. Only 2 Field Spell. So this reduces my number of play starters from 13 to 12. It means I have about an 88% chance to see a play in my opening 5-card hand. That's generally on the side of good enough. I bricked a couple times today, but I was still glad I didn't play too many of this, because this is a starter card that conflicts with itself, and hitting this off excavating something, you're back to square one, but minus a card. It's not great. So these were enough. I think about playing 3 fields to up that chance, but I was happy with this. It worked today. And then 2 goods and 2 terraforming are just obvious.
Rest in peace, semi-limited.
Yep. 1 Obs, 1 Drones, 1 Shark, 1 Afterburner, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Metal Foes, Rhoda, and Upstart.
Shout outs to Hoban.
Yeah, these all make sense. I didn't want to go to 2s on either of these. I'd play MSTs, similar to what Paula was playing, before I ever decided would ever play 2 of this. The only benefit of this card is that it's searchable, and you'll occasionally get the 2-for-1 with the 3 spells effect. But that's it. 1 of this, I side 3 Called by the Grave for graveyard heavy decks, Salamangreat and everything. I didn't want this to conflict too much. I don't want too many cards doing the same thing. And again, it's searchable. And these, you just have to play them. That's that. We'll go to the extra deck first.
40 cards, I'm assuming?
40 cards.
Yep.
Extra deck, 3 Hayate, 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, and 1 Kaina. I don't like 2 and 2. This is important to tax your opponent's life total in the mirror match so that you can make a game-winning push. I never needed a second one of this. I never needed it for time or to deliver anything like that. So I think 1 is generally sufficient. It just doesn't come up all that often. And these are 3, just you have to play them. Non-Sky Striker cards were Topologic Bomber Dragon, Oral Sword, Ningrissu, Phoenix, and new card I added was Heat of the Fire Charmer. These are pretty self-explanatory, make game, utility. And this is sort of your late game option. When you run out of striker links and you have multi-roll resolving, you do this with Hornet Drones and Shark Cannon. You just right kick your opponent multiple times, and they can't get over it, and you win. These two, this card is excellent. Being able to climb into either of these so easily, just with Kagari and any monster you can summon or steal, is incredible. Its ability to revive everybody's Nightmare Phoenix or the Salamangrate links and make him to clear problem cards. Can't be overstated how useful it is. This came in over Nightmare Unicorn, and I never needed Unicorn today. I could see situations where I would, but these were great. I did in fact summon this once to just end the game, serve time, so I think you have to play this. That's that. And then side deck, 3 Pankratops, 3 Lancia. These are very self-explanatory. Combo decks, Thunder Dragon, Orcust. You need to draw this, or they'll do too much. You won't be able to come back if you go second. Put this in going first, obviously, as well. Pankratops is just generic problem solving. Floodgates, problem monsters. Mostly ran into a couple floodgates. That was about it. Cards are just useful. 3 shared ride for the mirror match and going first against Salamangrate. I expect Salamangrate to have either a combination of Twin Twister and evenly, and just a lot of back row hate, so I don't side in Summon Limit. I don't side in cards like that to try to lower their ceiling, like there can be only one. I'm playing against Salamangrate, I'm winning. The only cards that they beat me with are the Floodgates, or like an exceptional hand backed up with Phantasme. So I just want to tax them by drawing cards for all the plays they do. I don't care if they get the field spell, they resolve circle, what have you. And then I have interruptions for the important plays, the Heat Leos mostly. Obviously for the mirror match too, and yeah. And then 3 Call by the Grave. This is for Salamangrate, going first against anything I expect with high hand trap counts. And then graveyard heavy decks. So Orcust, this comes in, Salamangrate. That's really where it's at. And then the last card for combo decks when I go first, 3 Summon Limit. It's a floodgate that Striker can quite effortlessly play under. Hayate Kagari gets you your engage plays, you keep pulling ahead while this is out, and it's just the easiest way to win. I was very happy with the side deck, covered all my bases. There were a couple of floodgate heavy decks where sometimes this can be hard to resolve because they go low on monsters, maybe they just leave your link there, but it worked out today. I didn't lose to any floodgates.
Alright.
And that's the deck.
Any shoutouts?
Shout out to Matt Sapienza, my good friend.
EXP Games, Xanadu Games, Laurel, Maryland.
Yep, big shout out to Xanadu. They got the venue space. This place is a lot of fun. Shout outs to my friends, Kyle, recording, Sean over here, good friend, Gabriel Covington for his eternal optimism. Everyone else we came here with, Oscar.
Hi.
For getting toasted in round 5.
Undefeated, both of us. It happens.
Oh yeah. And yeah, that's about it.
If you're in the Maryland area, be sure to check out EXP Games and Xanadu Games in Laurel, Maryland.
On Facebook too.
Yep, on Facebook. We're trying to get the Yu-Gi-Oh scene moving.
Oh, shout out to Paulo Goncalves for his 40-minute video about how he won those 3 premier events in a row. I recommend everybody watch it because it's excellent and gets a lot of insight into how you optimize this deck. Unless you like jamming waves.
All right.